So, about a month ago, I was in one of my meditations slash creative space, and I decided that it was time for me to pull in my twin. I guess people call it twin flame, soulmate, whatever, your other half, which is the masculine, because as much as we want to slice it and dice it in order to actually co-create, here on planet Earth, which is true within the universe, you have to have a feminine and a masculine because the you need the egg from the feminine and you need the sperm from the masculine. So I've realized along this journey, although I at most times do not want to partner or co-create with uh, my other half's energy, the masculine energy, because it's been extremely toxic. It turned extremely toxic. Um, but I also have came to the realization that I will never be successful in my mission unless I uh, unless I co-create with my masculine. So I had to make some changes. Although I'm a master creator, individually, I can make shit happen so fast, and I change people's lives like that. I can change my life like that. Like, I can jump timelines, I can do whatever. Like, but I also realize that my success will be capped. My potential's capped by myself because it does take two. It does take the masculine and the feminine. So anyway, while I was in my meditation, I opened up my energy field, dropped my walls, dropped my protection, opened myself up at all levels, all dimensions, and I called in my masculine. And I sent out a beacon and I watched it go out. It was like a signal. Um, it was a signal that said, "It's time. You need to come to me." So, about a week or two later, I'm on his Facebook dating app. I get a notification from this guy out of the blue, like a Friday night it was. He sounded interesting. The field that he's into, ghosts and dead people and paranormal and things of that nature. I'm into that stuff. I see ghosts, I see aliens, I talk to aliens, I talk to ghosts. I can be a ghost if I want to. Like, that stuff doesn't freak me out one bit. So, anyway, I messaged him and I'm like, hey, blah, 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 let's get together. So that night we got together and had a drink. And it was amazing. It was like the first time I had ever opened up to anyone. Not even my ex husband knew half the shit that I know. And I was with that man for 20 years. And so here I am with this guy at a bar. It was more like a cabana type thing here in Florida. But anyway, here I am with this guy just telling him all this, what for normal people would be like off the wall shit. Like, nobody talks about the fact that they can talk to aliens or see aliens like it's no big deal, or ghosts, or timeline jumping, or I think I opened his heart chakra. Like, that stuff's like every day for me. Like, no big deal. So here I am just like da 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 away, and he starts agreeing. He's agreeing with me, especially when it comes to like my bigger picture, like my mission, like creating the new universe, new earth, new dynasty, creating a dynasty, a legacy. He's like, yeah, let's do it together. Yeah, you should come do this with me. Yeah, da da da. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, totally. Like, whatever, right? Because here I am. I'm pretty guarded still. I'm pretty, like, because of the experiences that I've had with these past masculines. I I'm guarded. Like, I'm not letting anybody in my energy field. I'm not letting you into my world deep inside of me. No way. I've got protection up the wazoo. Not only am I self aware of my protection, but I also have a shit ton of angels and other beings that would give their life to protect me. Like, I am so freaking divinely protected. It's sick. And I know it. And I told him that too. Like, don't even try any of your crap on me because it won't work. Because he's super powerful. Um, anyway, he starts tunneling me. And you probably don't know what that means, but I used to do that in my 20s where I can connect with someone and I can make them fall in love with me. Like, easy. And I call it tunneling because what it does is it creates a big funnel and then you connect and then you open them up and you open your heart up and open them up and you they can fall in love with you. I did that in my 20s and I had a bunch of guys that did everything for me. But I learned not to do that because the repercussions, because you're kind of overriding their free will. Like when you have power and when you have abilities, with that power, you have to have immense amounts of wisdom because you can't override someone's free will. You can't take from them. There is karma. And I definitely paid my karma for that. Um, and especially when you're an energy that's bigger than other energies, like you can easily manipulate and control and get somebody to fall in love with you to the point of it being psychotic. Psychotic, stalker, following you. Like I've had a ton of those where you have to cut them off, block, move. I've had to move so many times away from exes because of this. So I'm learning to be very, very careful about who I give my energy to, who I'm around, who I even look at. Because if I connect with somebody, it's an instant connection because I'm that freaking powerful and I know it. And like a sexual energy, I won't sleep with anybody, not unless they are my match, because they get addicted. It's like I literally, like my ex, one of my exes that I just left, he said, "You're like a drug." He's like, "I cannot get enough. There is no other woman out there like you. It would take 4 or 5 women to make one of you." And it's true. So I have to be very careful about who I connect with on any level, especially a physical, spiritual level. At any rate, I'm really digging this guy. He tries to tunnel me, tries to get me to fall in love with him. I actually called him out. I said, "You're tunneling me." I said, "You can't do that." I said, that's not going to work on me. I know exactly what you're doing." And I said that I'm not going to do it. I know that I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. I said, "I'm going to vet you properly and fully because I'm not going to jump into something that I'm going to regret later. I've learned my lesson." So anyway, we keep talking, and then that night or a couple nights later, it's about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I get woken up because, well, we had connected on an energetic level on that date, and then that gave him an in into my energy field. And so while I was sleeping, of course, I'm at my most vulnerable because I'm out and about in the astral and the ethereal doing my job. He's connecting to me. And it's coming all the way down into my body, and I can feel him. I could literally feel him coming into my body from my root chakra all the way down to into my crown chakra. So I was like, "Okay, I feel you." And I even texted him. I said, "I feel you. Like, I feel what you're doing." Like, I mean, and I tested it and I was like, "Okay, is this energy a threat?" And I was like, "No, it's not a threat." Okay. All right. So I let him in. I let him in. I let him explore. It was incredibly intense. Like, I have had energies come into my energy field. And it's been pretty wild. Like you can definitely have it, and I have. You can have an orgasm without touching anybody, through pure energy. It's actually even more intense in my opinion. But anyway, that happened, and so I was like, "Dang!" And I texted him the next morning, and I was like, "If you come at me with that energy, it, it's on. Like that was crazy." And so I thought, this is my masculine. This is my match. This is the one that I called in. So, come to find out, he just arrived here 2 weeks ago. Well, now it's been 3. Just recently got divorced about a year ago. So he says. And then um, we keep talking and we keep digging further, but things get really a little strange. Like, he's not telling me the truth about some things, and I'm very quiet. Like, I won't say a damn word. And I even told him this too. I said, I won't say shit. I'll let you hang yourself. I'll let you lie to me. I know you're lying. I'll let you pay that karma. But I won't mess with you. If you're going to lie to me from the beginning, then why would I even bother moving down that road with you? Because you can't be honest, truthful, and forthright with me. But what I realized with him is when he came into my energy, he was coming in with love. Like, this is my mate, and he loves me. And I am definitely his mate, and he knows it, because I can do everything that he can do. So when he came at me with energy the next night, I cut him out, sent him back, whooped his ass, and shielded myself and says, nah, you're not doing that. You want to come to me? You come to me here in the physical, in my face. Don't fucking come into my energy field when I'm asleep, trying to dig and find information. No, no, no. You talk to me. And I'd had to tell him that in the ethereal because he wasn't listening, or he wasn't abiding by that. So that was my boundary. But what I realized with this particular masculine, which is why I know he's the one, is back in 2017, I hit what people call enlightenment. Went straight back to God, clear channel, hooked up, connected. Everything was bright as fuck. Flowers. I was talking to flowers, talking to people. I was healing people instantly. I was hearing people's thoughts. It was truly, truly an amazing experience. But I did it by myself. My ex-husband didn't do it with me, which I thought was really strange at the time, and even today. But I do understand why he didn't do it then, because he was just a karmic. What does a karmic mean? Well, he was just to teach me lessons. And that's the other ironic thing, is this new guy looks a lot like my ex-husband, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to fuck with him, because I had such a bad experience with my ex-husband. I was like, I do not even want to deal with anybody that looks like that. But anyway, back when I had that experience, when I hit enlightenment, the next day I was in my yoga bar class, and this energy, I remember saying, I'm not going to think negatively about him anymore. And this energy went into my left side, right here, connected in down through my body and rooted all the way down into my left foot. It was so intense that I literally looked at the yoga teacher and I passed out and I hit the floor. And I have been dealing with this energy, feeling this energy, this connection, this bond to something for 7 years. 7 years. I had no idea what it was. And I thought, because usually when I have energies in my body, it's trauma or it's other things I have to work on. But I've never been able to fix this one. I could never figure out why. And then once he came into my life, it started to dissipate. The more he started to connect with me, the more he started to love me, the more it started to heal, and the more it started to dissipate within my body. So that's how I know that he's my match. So today, I don't know if he's still married. He says he's divorced, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. I don't know if I believe that part. So anyway, his quote, quote, ex-wife is a tarot reader. So I actually listened, one of her tarot readings came in on my feed. I listened to her tarot reading, and it's literally describing his and I's relationship. And in her tarot reading, she's saying that spirit is blocking me from knowing. Like I'm not allowed to know. And the ironic part is she looks a lot like me. So she's his karmic. And the energy that she's receiving is being funneled down through our experience as the divine feminine and the divine masculine. That's why she's a karmic and my ex is a karmic. Because they were never meant to be in that position. But they are used, and not in a negative way, but they are used just like tarot. Tarot is just a tool. Well, so are individuals. Individuals are just a tool to help you through the awakening process. And so she is literally reading our story on tarot. This is so bizarre. So anyway, he's decided to stop talking to me at the moment, which is fine. I'm totally cool with it. I was like, whatever, you go do you, because I'm not going to stop my life. I'm not going to stop dating. I'm not going to stop moving forward and wait for you. And I'm most certainly not going to fall for your tantics, your tricks, and I'm most certainly not going to let you back in my energy field. And one of the things, gosh, this is so in the last 2 days, he's been coming to me, not into my energy, respecting my space, but having a conversation. And I've been healing him. I've been trying to explain to him who we are, why we're here, what we're here to do. And I've been taking on his traumas and healing them because I am a master healer. And I have the capacity to transmute anything for anyone. And if I'm going to be with my divine masculine, like I said many years ago, and like I said on other videos, I have to learn to heal the worst of the worst. Because unfortunately, a long time ago, the masculine went toxic, very toxic, when he decided he wanted to be God and rule over the feminine and oppress her, dominate her, control her. Now, was that from a place of love? Maybe. Maybe. Because when you love something so much, you want to hold on to it like a little kid, right? You don't want to let it go because you love it and you want it to be around forever. The problem when you do that is you suffocate it. You trap it. You entangle it. You kill it in some cases. You keep it from being the free being it needs to be. And so there's no blame here. Because at this point, if we're truly going to come back together in love and recreate this universe, this earth, this world that totally needs freedom, love, expansion, growth, then we're going to have to learn to truly look at ourselves, heal ourselves, and heal each other. And truly accept ourselves and accept each other and love each other for who we are and recreate. And so that's what I've been doing for the last couple of nights with him, is healing him, but also keeping the boundary. Because he's got some more healing to do. He's got some things he needs to finish up and wrap up, it looks like, because he said he's going to be gone not available for a couple of months. So that tells me that he came here to find me. He found me, and now he's got to go do whatever. Whether or not he comes back, I don't know. Whether or not we talk again, I don't know. Probably. We'll see. It's just amazing. It's just been amazing to see this unfold and to finally find him and know who he is. And now it's just patience, waiting. Uh, I need to go take care of my stuff. He needs to go take care of his stuff. And then eventually, maybe hopefully we'll come back together. We'll let, uh, we'll let God, we'll let God play a role in that. But I think we are two pretty powerful, aware beings. We'll probably set that in stone, take the leap, and make it happen. But what a wild day to see his ex-wife or current wife doing a tarot reading about her ex-husband or current husband with another woman that she has no clue about. So I thought I'd do this video because this is all confirmation for me, because this shit happens to me every day. Every day. See, I live my life through a reality of I create, and I use tarot and other things as a sounding board to see my creations coming to fruition so that I can see where I'm at, and just as verification. I don't use it for answers. I don't need answers. I already pretty much know everything I need to know and some. But it's good to see something like this come through. So, anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.